Doing it again. Don't know why. Welcome back to Real English with John. Last time we learned about a word that a lot of Americans don't actually use. Kind of a bad word. But other people in other countries, just fine. They use it all the time. But today we're going to be staying away from those more controversial words, and we're going to get into two slang phrases that have been around for, well, actually quite a long time, but have really been popping off or getting more popular within the last 5 years. And what are those two phrases? Well, don't get too hasty, everybody. Let's go one at a time. Start. Imagine this. You walk into a party. You are ready for a good time. You're ready for some dancing, some music, maybe some drinks if you're of age. And you're ready just to get rid of all the stress that you've had over the last week, 2 weeks, month, year, whatever. Suddenly, behind you comes these two words that you don't recognize. Vibe check, and bam! You're hit in the back with a chair. As you stumble forward, you get to decide what to do next. I'll give you a few moments. Oh, wait, let me tell you this. It is really important what you decide. It's really important you get the correct answer, because if you don't, you're going to be in a lot of danger.
I'm in danger!
That was kind of the meme or the internet culture of vibe check. These days, we do have a different sort of feeling and a different sort of definition that we use more often. So what was the right answer? The right answer was do nothing, smile, give your friend that just hit you with the chair a good shake of the hand, and go on with your party. So what is this word vibe check? Well, as you know, vibe is kind of like someone's mood or someone's sort of aura, how they're feeling that day, that emotional or spiritual feeling that they have. You know, are they in a good mood, a bad mood? Are they angry? Are they sad? Are they happy? Are they excited? You know, those are all different sort of vibes. You can also have vibes for, you know, like 1980s vibe. If you go into like a bar and it looks like it's from the 1990s, or if you watch a movie and you're like, that has some 2000s vibes to it. It just means that way the movie or whatever feels. Does it feel like the 1980s? Does it feel like the 2000s? Does it feel happy? So what about you? Are you feeling in a good mood? Are you feeling happy? You're not sad? You're feeling pretty stress-free? Well, congratulations, everybody. Give a round of applause because you just passed the vibe check. But to others, are you a little bit stressed? Are you a little bit upset at something? Did someone make you angry the other day and you're still thinking about it and you're kind of like rolling in bed thinking, oh, I can't believe they said that to me? Well, unfortunately, you have now failed the vibe check. Basically, what vibe check is you checking if someone's vibe is good or bad. It's you figuring out if someone's mood is good or bad, if they are happy or sad, if they are angry or relaxed, if, you know, what are they feeling like right now? When you look at your friend, you go over there and you see what type of feeling is coming off of them. Are you getting some happy vibes? Are you not? That's what a vibe check is. It's just you checking to see someone's mood, someone's aura, someone's vibe. Pretty simple, right? So the next time you are wondering how your English speaking friend is doing, why not try to send them a little text message and just do a little question mark, vibe check? But yeah, they're going to respond with either I'm feeling good today or I'm not feeling good today. They either pass the vibe check or they don't. Now there is one other circumstance where you can use this vibe check, but it's mostly online, not really in person. It's when you I don't know, post a video on TikTok or maybe some pictures on Instagram. And in the video, you just write, vibe check anyone? And basically you're saying, hey, look at this dude's or this girl or whoever. Look at this person's vibe. It's kind of bad, isn't it? Like, look at this person's negative vibe, negative mood. It's bad, isn't it? Anytime you want to ask how someone is doing, you can ask them vibe check. And anytime you want to call attention to a probably negative attitude, you can also say vibe check. Of course, this is a slang word, and so kind of the definitions will be different from person to person, a little bit or sometimes a lot. So go ahead and comment below if you have any questions, if you have any thoughts, if you use vibe check in a different way than what I said. Whatever happens, just comment below and I will respond as soon as possible. Well, that's all the time that we have for today. Thank you for...
Hey, don't you forget, you promised them 2 different phrases.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, of course, I did promise 2. And I guess I'm going to keep my word on that one. So what about our second slang phrase? I guess I have to stick to my word once in a while. Well, anyways, the next phrase that we have for today is called clout chasing. Clout chaser. To chase clout. Now, some of you may know this since it has been around for a little bit longer, especially online. But basically, we're going to be looking at those 2 words, clout and chasing, and kind of figuring out what it means for us these days. Of course, most of you know what to chase means. Chase is kind of like when you're running after something, when you're trying to catch or grab something. I mean, let's say that you have a dog and that dog starts to run away from you. It's running towards maybe a busy road. You also are running very fast so that you can catch, or grab that dog before it goes into the busy road. You, my friend, are chasing that dog. So that's chasing. But what about this other word called clout? Well, basically, clout means your popularity, your influence, your power, your fame. That's what it's talking about. That's clout. If you have a lot of clout, you're a very famous or powerful person or influential person, okay? Now, these days, clout is really used a lot online, but also offline, but a lot online to talk about people who have more followers, or more people watching them, like on YouTube or Instagram or TikTok, right? These are going to be people with a lot of clout because they are popular. And because they're popular, a lot of them also have influence. So chasing is trying to grab something, and clout is having the popularity or fame or influence online, especially, but also offline. So clout chasing, I guess, would just be people who try to get fame or popularity or influence, right? Actually, yeah, you're right. But there's one little thing I'd like to add to that. Clout chasing, not a positive thing. You might think to yourself, well, isn't it okay? I mean, pretty much everybody online is looking to be a little bit more popular. I mean, pretty much everybody who is doing some sort of social media and posting pictures and posting videos and trying to, maybe even make a business or something online, those people are looking to become popular or, to have influence or something. And that is something that is not a negative thing. I mean, if you think of your favorite, YouTubers, if you think of your favorite TikTokers, all these people maybe got famous and, you support them and they're fans. Does that make them clout chasers? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. No, clout chasing has a negative context, a negative feeling to it. And so clout chasing is going to be used as kind of like a judgment word or an insult word to talk about people who are trying to get that popularity too much. In fact, people that have a lot of clout already or who are clout chasing without being humble about it, or without being a little bit more funny with how they are doing it, they're seeing it as cringe. They're just seen as cringe or unliked people. And so those who have clout and are not humble, and those who are chasing clout and are too obvious about it or doing it too much, it's seen as a negative or unwanted thing. Of course, some people want to show their wealth or fortunes online, and there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, a lot of people see that as cringe, but there's nothing inherently wrong with that. But if you're trying it too much, for example, you have a classmate at school who does crazy stuff to get attention, to get popular. Like these days, there is this new challenge online called Devious Licks, and it was basically people stealing or destroying things at their school to get, to get clout, to get popular, to get people watching them. If your classmates are doing weird stuff like that, maybe not online, but in general, then you can call them clout chasers. Or maybe you have a friend who you go out to dinner with, and the whole time they're just obsessed with taking the perfect picture of everyone's food, and they're ignoring all the people at the table, and they're just taking pictures of themselves or the background, and they're telling people, oh, get out of the way, I need to get this perfect shot. And everyone's sitting there kind of awkward or angry or annoyed because they're hungry and they just want to get into a good dinner with good friends. Well, that person might be a clout chaser. I'm not calling anyone out. I'm not trying to judge or blame anyone. Anyone can be called a clout chaser. I just wanted to say that that negative feeling is behind those words, and that negative idea is behind those words. If you call someone a clout chaser, it's because you think the way that they are trying to get popular or influential is completely wrong, stupid, cringe, whatever. So what did we learn today? Vibe check is a way to check someone's mood or feelings or everything like that. Kind of ask them how they are for the day, good mood or bad mood. It's also a way of showing other people how weird or bad someone else's mood is, typically online. We also learned the phrase clout chasing, which is basically a phrase that is kind of an insult or a negative term towards people who try too hard to get fame and to get popularity and that influence and power. That's all the time that we have for today. Make sure to comment your questions or thoughts below, like the video, and as always, subscribe so that you can learn more real English. Bye, everybody.